Hi InStyle, I'm Kerry Washington. This is my bag and I'm going to unpack my bag for you. So let's get into it. The bag that I brought today is a Miu Miu bag. It's a new bag. I'm wondering if it's big enough for all of my things. Probably the thing I use the most in my bag is my phone. I'm on my phone entirely too much, but I'm trying to be better about it. Lately, I've been trying to leave it on the table by my front door when I come home and not look at it again until my kids are in bed. I'm not always doing it well, but that's what I'm trying to do. I'm making a valiant effort to care about my health and wellness. The next thing in my bag is my Labubu. This color is the green and it represents serenity. And my Labubu is actually a gift from a girlfriend of mine, actually the actress who played Bibi on Little Fires Everywhere. She brought a whole bunch of Labubus for the kids to open together, and I got one. I always have sanitizer in my bag. This is Gentle Mist. I love Touchland. It's my favorite. I like the way it looks, but also it's not sticky. Like sometimes sanitizers can be really sticky and they smell very harsh, but the Touchland scents are really subtle and gentle, and it has a nice clean touch. Maybe that's why it's called Touchland. Should I bring my Labubu over here? Here. My makeup bag. I have so many versions of this bag. This bag is from a company that I really love, Kuyana, female-founded leather goods, accessories, and clothes and bags. So I have this bag in lots of different colors, and some of them have my initials, and I kind of swap them out for what makeup and toiletries I need for when I'm on the run. I have sunglasses, so I'm into these. These are very new. Linda Farrow. I read about like microplastics and how they're really not good for you. And so I've been trying to avoid plastic bottles. So I can't always have it out of a glass bottle, but this is my favorite brand of water. I actually normally have Mountain Valley delivered to my house, and we have like one of those big glass canisters, and I refill these bottles and use them again and again. In the morning, I like to start by pouring out a portion of this bottle. I pour it into my teapot, and then in this bottle, I put 2 lemons squeezed, a pinch of salt for natural electrolytes, sometimes a pinch of cayenne, and a bunch of drops of stevia, which I also have in here. And by the way, I'm not sure if it's stevia or stevia. I've heard so many things. I think it's stevia, but because I'm from New York, everybody says stevia, and I shake it up, and then I drink it usually in one sitting, and those are like my natural electrolytes for the day. I love Sweet Leaf, sweet drops. I do have a bit of a sweet tooth, but I really am trying not to have my blood sugar spike too much. This is really helpful because I get my sweet tooth, but my mood isn't all over the place. My energy level doesn't rise and dip and all the things. When I have my sweet tooth in the evening, I have this natural version of hot chocolate that I have fallen in love with. So it's called Moon Brew. It's nighttime superfoods, and it has monk fruit, which is another really great sweetener that does not spike your blood sugar. And then it has all these adaptogens in it, including some magnesium. It doesn't really make me sleepy, it just calms me down. But I do have to be careful. If I am sleepy, if I have it, I'll fall asleep. If you go through my bag, you'll know that I'm a mom. I always have snacks and I always have wipes. But the other thing that I parent is a dog. And so poop bags. These poop bags are for my dog, Cinnamon. She has one blue eye and one brown eye, and she's so energetic and loving and playful and kind, and we love her, which is why we pick up her poop. Also, I have very cool lip mask because I am a mom, and my daughters have told me how cool Laneige is. So my Laneige, this is actually the lip sleeping mask. Don't tell them, but I use it during the daytime too. So one of the joys of having daughters is that I am spending more time these days at Sephora and Ulta. I actually had a really special weekend not long ago where my mom and my daughter, and one of my daughters and I all went to Sephora together, and we like swapped beauty tips. It was really cute and really fun. I said wipes, so I always have 2. They're the 365 brand. These are, from my research, the most natural makeup wipes. They're very, very clean, non-toxic, really good for your skin and good for the planet. I really, really love those. I always have all kinds of snacks, but these are my beloved protein sticks. New Primal is a brand that I love. Full transparency, I've also invested in this company because I love these so much. I always have a variety of different jerky sticks in my bag because, again, it's a really good snack that doesn't spike my sugar. For example, when I was at the Golden Globes, the food at the Globes is not guaranteed to be great. Sorry. It's a wonderful event. I just cut this up into 3 or 4 parts, put them in a snack-sized baggie, and throw that in my purse. I have other like drops and sprays and things. CNF, Seasonal Support, it's a Woodstock. It's a Chinese herbal blend that's really good for immunity. I use it preventatively when I'm traveling, or if I'm just feeling like something's coming on, like, oh, I can tell my body's fighting a virus, my limbs are a little swollen. Amazing. Amazing. I also travel with this, the Turtle Moon Essential Protection, which is a blend of aromatherapy that's similar, of essential oils that's similar to Thieves. It kind of smells like Christmas, and my kids love it because I spray it all the time on planes or when we're going into very crowded spaces, and it just kind of protects you from germs around you. I also travel with this Claw de Lis spray, which I picked up a few of these last time we were at Sephora because my daughter and my son both really love this now. And this spray is just a really good refresher for the middle of the day. This has nothing to do with immunity and wellness, but it's a beauty elixir, keeps you glowing, keeps you moisturized, and I think energizes a bit. I'm a big tea drinker, so I usually have tea in my bag. Yogi teas, usually a variety of yogi teas. I like the detox teas. I like the ginger tea. This tea, it's a fennel tea. I fell in love with this tea last summer. I was living in the UK because we were filming Knives Out. I think I first bought this tea when I was feeling under the weather. I had COVID when I was there. I loved it, and so now I order it and have it sent from the UK because I haven't found an equivalent fennel tea that I like as much. Okay, this is another thing I have in my purse. So not when I'm in the US because I know how to say these things in English, but when I'm traveling abroad in a place where I don't speak the language, sometimes I will translate all of my allergies because I have a ton of food allergies, and they're like real allergies, not like, oh, I might have a tummy ache, but like, oh, if I eat this, I will have to go to the emergency room. This is a card that I had made for Hong Kong, and it says in Cantonese all of my food allergies, and they even put little pictures of like seafood and nuts at the bottom, but it says all of the things that I can't eat, and then at the bottom it says, if I eat these things, I will die. And a couple of times I got recognized, and so they asked me to sign it for them. And I remained alive throughout the duration of my travels through Hong Kong because of these cards. I should have brought these out earlier. My AirPods, I always have these. They go with the phone. I really love the AirPod Pros, especially when I'm running. You know what's crazy? The last album that I downloaded is an old album that I was just like, oh, I'm so in the mood to listen to this from beginning to end. And it was Jill Scott's album, I Am Jill Scott. Like, I used to love that album. So I just downloaded that and was listening to it the other day. Hand cream. There's a hand cream that I'm obsessed with. It's Dr. Barbara Sturm's super anti-aging hand cream. I feel like hands are a place where you can really see people's age. I really love this hand cream because it smooths out your hands, and I have eczema, so my hands are always dry, especially since COVID because I wash my hands a lot more, and so that hand cream has been a game changer. I always have hair clips or scrunchies in my bag. Kitsch, I think that's a really fun brand. And then I think this scrunchie is Lululemon. I'm all about a satin scrunchie for the health of my hair. If this was an overnight bag, you would also see my satin eye mask and satin sleep cap. I love a book, like a real book. This book I started on my trip and I haven't finished it yet, but I'm obsessed with it. It's Chimamanda Adichie's new book, Dream Count. My husband got me this book for Mother's Day, and he knew I had already downloaded it. We ran into Chimamanda at the Met Ball, and I told her, oh, it's in my queue, I haven't read it yet. And as I was saying it, he was like, I'm gonna get her the real book so she can bring it on our trip. So I'm really happy that he got it for me, and my Mother's Day card in there as my bookmark. The final thing I have in this bag is a thermos. So I always have a thermos with me because I drink so much tea. And this thermos means so much to me. I love it so much because it's actually from our YouTube series, my company Simpson Street. We have a YouTube series called Street You Grew Up On, a Webby Award-winning YouTube series where I interview people about the street that they grew up on.
What were the places that you hung out? The fish and chip shop. I get chips and a gherkin.
because my company, Simpson Street, is named after the street in the Bronx that my mom grew up on. And I'm obsessed. We all love them so much. We wrote our names on them so that we don't steal each other's. But it's not working because this one actually says Val. So this is my mother's that clearly I've stolen. And that is everything that was in my bag. If you're in London, try this tea. Bye.